So I have an Ivory White that I absolutely love using. It's the brand My Mary. I've got a lot of questions because people can't find this brand, and I love this color, so I use it all the time. So I'll put some of it here on my palette. And this color I use almost always on my collage, because it's very similar color to the old paper that I use. So if I put a little bit on this on top of my paper here, you can see that it's very similar in color to the book pages that I use in my art. And therefore I love this color, and I use it a lot on my first layer of collage. So I will mix it, and I will try a couple of different things. So I will use quite a lot of white to do this mixing, and then I am using, when I'm mixing Ivory White, I am using oxide yellow. So I have a couple of different ones of them. Here I have an oxide yellow. That's a brand that I use as well. And here we go. Here we have another one. This is Liquitex. I think that's available in many places. And you can also use an ink, like an oxide yellow ink. So whatever oxide yellow you have, let's try it. Put a little bit here. And then it's, of course, just a little bit of yellow. And quite a lot of white. So we'll just grab a little bit and we mix it. And mixing colors is really, really fun. And you learn a lot by mixing colors, actually. And by mixing colors, you don't get them so flat, because you will get a little bit of more of the yellow in one place and a little bit more of white in one place if you don't mix them really well. And I don't, so I get it always a little bit kind of marbly, which I love. I really like that. So let's see here if we can kind of put this on here and get a very similar color to my Ivory White. Very similar. So it's just a titanium white. So it's not mixing white, it's titanium white. It's an opaque white, and then an oxide yellow. And here I use this Liquitex one, which is a common brand in most places. But you can use an oxide yellow ink or another brand as well. So that's how easy it is to mix the Ivory White that I use. So what I will do today, actually, because I wanted to show my Ivory White, I will actually do a very light spread in my journal. So this is my big journal, and this journal you have probably seen in many of my projects that I do. I love working in this one. I have been working in this one for many years, actually, and it's a big book, and I'm kind of adding to it a little part at a time, and I absolutely love to work in this journal. I'll take this one out. So I have a gray page and a white page, and I will work with my light colors today. And I will not do any collage today beforehand. I will just work straight into this book here without preparing the pages in any way. So I will actually start with just adding some of my white to my pages, and we'll see what we end up with. And I will make sure that I actually use some white and some of the a little bit more yellow as well, so I actually get a little bit of color into my page. And then what I was thinking of doing is to actually play around with stencils on top of my page and see what happens. So I will just grab a stencil. It's from Stencil Girl, if anyone wants to know where it's from, and I will actually just add a lot of it in here with my white, just to see what happens. And to play around like this, to just kind of grab a color and open up a page in a book and play around without a real kind of goal, is really fun. And usually stuff happens when you do that. You kind of find something you really like, or maybe you find something you don't like. And it kind of, I love that. I love to just play around, add, and see what happens. And maybe it is because when I plan stuff too much, when I plan what I want to do, I quite often become really disappointed in a way, because things doesn't come out as I plan them anyway. And which wouldn't be a problem, I guess, but I feel that it's a failure if I plan something and then it doesn't work out. And here I'm definitely just playing around, see what happens. Oh, I love that. I actually do love it on the dark. So again, I like the contrast. But I was thinking that I will actually play with it on this other page as well and see what happens. What we could do is, let's take another pattern and do some bit more color. I'm using the same stencils as I used last live session, because the colors are, see the colors I used a lot of color in that, which which was very different for being me, but it was fun. Playing with color is really fun. I guess that's what we do all the time, actually. When we paint, we play with color, but to actually play to see what happens is fun. Like these. The risk is that I will soon pick up something really dark and start to put that over, because what I could do, I'll actually grab just to get a couple of dark things in here. I could, don't I have any book? Oh, I have a book here. I'll just grab a couple of these pages. that, and then I'll grab a scissor, and I will get a little bit of dark in. I will actually do some big circles out of this. No, I'm really just doing exactly what I felt like. So why don't I do this? Not sure it works, but something will become something. Might not be circles though, but it will be small. Let's see, no, kind of circly. If I can get it up. Oh, look at these. So I will just put them on here with some matte medium. So some collage pieces down here to get some dark in here. Super simple way of getting some, oops. Can't not do collage. Hopeless. I did have a plan to do a really light page with my whites, because I was going to show you the white, but then of course I always just do what feels good. Oh, I love these circles. And it's not a lot of contrast, even though I have some black in it. Let's do a couple of more. So what I did, I just folded the paper several times so that I got a pointy bit. And then I just cut parts of that. Oh, these became really big, of course, because now I was very far in. Maybe I should do a couple of smaller ones as well. Let's do a couple here. Oops. Okay. I will do some smaller ones because I don't want just bigger ones. So let's do this again. So I folded it once, and then I folded it twice, and I make sure that the middle of the paper is the edge here that I'm folding around. So that's the middle of the paper. So I'll do two more here, like that. And then we do a couple of small ones. Oops, they are flying. Okay, this was a bit fiddly. I hope you enjoy it. Look at that. Here we go. Then we can have one inside here. What about having one that is kind of, oops, that's one. Oops, here's another one. This is interesting. I will put one outside here. It's interesting when things like marks and are kind of going over the edge of the page. That's always giving a bit of interest to the artwork. So instead of just making sure that everything is inside, to actually make things go outside. Oh, this one broke. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I will put some more white on top of these as well, so we don't have them on top only. I'll take this off. There we go. So it is supposed to be kind of white on white, a white on white look. That's my goal. And what I will do, I will actually add some gold to this in the end as well. But we need some more on it. We can still see the page too much here. Let's add. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. I can see. So I'm trying to, because I don't want the page to look like a page. I want it to be paint on most of it, most part of it. So I will actually add some white here at the bottom. And I love to use my palette knife. It's my favorite tool. I have this kind of paper here as well. This is just some brown paper, some tissue-ish paper. And it's great fun to just let me do that because I have it here. Just cut some shapes out of it. And it's kind of can be any kind of shapes. And you can draw shapes and if I fold it many times and then I cut out the shape of it, I will get several of the same shape. Let's see, what should we do? Why don't we cut the shape that we have here? This kind of 6, just to keep the same shape as I already have in my stenciling. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't become like a perfect shape. It's fun when they are not perfect. It's fun when they are kind of wonky, because that makes it unique. Okay, let's see. I have many of these now. So let's put these on as well. And they will not have a lot of color, but a little bit more. You will soon see them. So let's put some of these on here. They have really fun shapes, actually. Not at all the shape of the stencil, but that doesn't matter. I really like these circles. I'm not sure about these, but that doesn't matter. I'll put them in here and then maybe something will come out of it. But to cut and play and just see what happens. Might put something down here so this pattern goes all the way down here. Maybe I should have some somewhere else. Usually I put, you know, the same pattern in several places. Take one and put it up here. Take a couple of more. Just to repeat patterns and materials in different places. This pattern though is already kind of there because of the stencils. So this is not at all need to have it in different places, but I kind of like them. This is fun. Kind of like them actually. Let's put some white on top of that as well to cover them a bit. I will use this stencil again, just a little bit down here to get some this in. So, and I think I'll do them white. Okay. So if you do this on your own, what you could do is let it dry properly in between the different layers, because now stuff is moving around quite a lot, kind of mixing, but it doesn't matter. But you will get clearer patterns and colors. Not that we have a lot of color though. Cool. Like this. I will actually get some gold on top of this as well to get some shimmer into it. And if I would have done this, I really have an urge to put some dark in it. So probably that will happen at one stage, but I will really not do it here now, because I really want to make a white page. I'll use the same stencil again. Doesn't show too much because it's almost the same color as the yellow. But let's see if we can get a bit more gold into it. Should have had a darker gold maybe. Doesn't matter, but it would show better. Definitely. Put some of this, and then I'll use the other stencil as well. So both my stencils I will put with gold on top. And I very often use gold or some kind of metal or iridescent paint on top, because I love when there is some life in it, and it comes alive when the light hits it. So we'll see if we can get some light into this. Put a couple of these on here. Let's put some up here as well. So contrast is not what we have been working with today. Definitely not. But rather marks with the same kind of value. Oh, I love this. Maybe I should keep it. Should be something here. Should be some dark marks, but I will not, because I decided not to do that. But I could put some of these in. Could make a little, oh, I know what I will do. I will cut out of this some petals. Okay, look at this. Here we get a little flower here. Maybe not. But it's cool. It's fun. I will put it on, but I'm sure I will do something with it later on maybe. But I'll put it on because it is a little bit boring here. So why not end this session with a very intuitive cat flower here. Oh, I think I will start to cut a lot in paper after this session. I love cutting paper. I've always loved that. And collage is, oh, it's one of the best things. I know. So this little combo with cutting paper and then gluing it in was just perfect. Maybe I should have done it in another. I need another one. Here's another one. Look at that. It's actually quite cool because it is very subtle in there. Could put that in there as well. Or not. I'll leave it. Cool. I have to put a little bit of white on top of it because, and that's the same in my art actually. If I put some collage in later in my, I always need to put some paint over it because I don't want the collage to kind of sit on top of my art. I want the collage to be part of it. Like that little flower after all. Let's put a bit, some of these on top as well. A couple of new things that I just kind of made up as I was going, and I love that. This cutting here and the circles and this one, it's really cool. I'm happy. So to just go, just kind of not really have a plan and to just go and just do and see what happens. And if it becomes something that you really like, or if it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of the energy that it gives and the inspiration that it gives to other things. Maybe this didn't come out as I wanted, but to play with light colors or with light values I will definitely do. And to cut the pieces that I cut, I really liked. I liked both the doing and what it looked like. So I will definitely do more of that. So yeah, I really want to inspire you to just go for it and play and do something. I'll see you around. Good. Bye.